Gunners Ross podcast is brought to you by SeatGeek. That is our sponsor, and we have our own promo code. It is TBA Wrestling. That is TBA Wrestling for $20 off your first purchase. Go use that code right now.
Welcome to Gunners R Us, where we are positively Arsenal.
And that we are.
Ooh, it feels like we're doing like almost nighttime radio.
This is Drive Time with the Brothers All, aka Gunners R Us podcast on iTunes, Spotify, and TikTok.
Yeah, we're settling in for a nice evening here with some football talk for you guys.
I'm worried about how small the lines are on our audio equipment.
Nah, we'll be good.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We are doing this under what looks like candlelight.
It's very, there's a vibe.
There's a vibe in it. It's very nice. But so it's in all transparency. It's Tuesday evening. This will probably go up now, so you're probably waking up to this on the Wednesday. We have a very busy Wednesday, so therefore there won't be a TikTok live at 10 a.m. And the podcast will be up very early. But this episode might be in the 30-minute mark because it is, again, in all transparency, midnight. So it's already Wednesday. And we have to be up at 7. So there is an element of that, and we have a house of people sleeping. So we're trying to ride the line of being drive home. Was that late night radio?
Late night radio, yeah. Drive time.
Give you your football news and prediction league, and kind of also to give you a little kind of sneak peek into like a midnight session. And by the way, we're both in our pants and we're fully tanned.
And if you don't know what we do, usually that's a very odd thing to hear.
And I'm moving up a drink because again it's midnight.
That is, if I hadn't already brushed my teeth, I'd be joining you there, Scott.
That is very tasty.
How's that taste?
It's dripping all over me though. I think I took it out the fridge about an hour ago.
You want to watch that tan?
That is a worry. Yeah. Anyway, we are here at Gunners R Us podcast. Last week we had the prediction league. In the prediction league, I'd say it threw up some interesting things. In the end, out of the 10 games, just getting it. Simon got 4 out of 10. Joe got 4 out of 10. And I got 5 out of 10.
Ooh.
So that puts the whole year at 4, 4, 5.
Wow.
So I'm leading by 1 after 1 week.
Can you maintain?
Can I maintain? I really don't know. But I've got the games here. I've got Simon's predictions already. So like, as underprepared as this is at midnight, I'm very prepared in the fact that I have Simon's pre-prediction league. But
I'm going to be honest, I feel like I'm surprised I even got 4 because the way my weekend went, my fantasy football, my betting, and also I think we've got another prediction. Bet responsibly. We've also got another prediction thing in one of our WhatsApp groups. All of it wasn't fantastic. It was, I'd say, about a 4 out of 10, so it's pretty fair.
Across the board, Joe's at 40%.
Yeah, 40%.
That is what we are, but what wasn't 40% was Arsenal's victory over Wolves this past week. So week 1 of the Premier League, it didn't throw up any shocks, and I'm going to include the fact that Spurs were Spursy as no shock in the system. Man United won in what I would consider a very boring but tight game with Fulham. I thought Fulham started really well. Man United looked, if I'm honest, more organised than I've seen in a long time in the first half.
I had a conversation quickly before you move on with a Man United fan at work who came in for an adoption and asked him how he felt, and he said the exact same thing. We look far more organised across the board and maybe behind the scenes as well. So
they looked organised, but nothing really came of it. But then second half, it did become that kind of basketball game we've seen with Ten Hag, where they score a late winner, which they did with Xerxes, who came off the bench, who does look like a handful. He's a big lad as well.
Yeah, big guy.
I didn't realise how big that guy was.
I haven't seen too much of him until now.
Yeah, he's much bigger than what I anticipated. But he gets the goal. They win the game. Probably, I'd say they shaded it for sure and deserved the win. But I'll tell you this, Adama Traore, if he could just figure out the end bit,
I know,
he's unstoppable.
Wild.
But he is so poor in that last action that it just makes you question anything about the guy. But Smith Rowe looked really sharp. He only played 65 minutes. But he was good. Fulham, they've got a little team there because they've got Jimenez up front, who is the backup to Muniz.
Yep.
We got Smith Rowe, Iwobi. I think this game they were playing Traore on the side.
Oh yeah.
But Kearney came on late on for Smith Rowe, and I just looked at it and I thought, you know what, Jack Harrison, and I thought that's a good squad. They've tried to get McTominay. I think today they were linked with someone from the midfield of a bigger team, and I can't remember who it was, but I don't know. They're not a bad team. They're going to come 10th.
They got a good setup. Yeah,
it does feel
strong.
Does feel like they're going to come 10th. But Man United again, they won, which we probably would expect on the Friday night. I thought Ipswich were really good quality against Liverpool, especially that first half. I don't know if Liverpool were just still in pre-season, just kind of doing very little, or whether Ipswich were just super high adrenaline because of the start of the Premier League.
Yeah.
But Ipswich were very likely to score, and they looked very strong.
Yeah, I think Ipswich were very organised, and I think Liverpool might have underestimated them a little bit. Liverpool definitely weren't out of third gear yet.
No. Second half.
They turned it on.
Yeah, that pressure, it's hard to explain. It's like when people talk about the DNA of clubs, Liverpool's is like, it just sucks the ball into the net. It's like
Klopp's created this.
Yeah, it's like downhill.
Yeah.
It just looks downhill, like you can't stop it. And they definitely struggled to stop it. But they've made some shrewd signings, Ipswich. Calvin Phillips on a loan.
Yeah.
They've brought in Sammy Smodics from Blackburn.
Mm.
That's going to be a good forward.
Yeah.
I think today they've been linked with Brozier, who they're looking... By the way, they're happy to spend 30 million on Brozier.
Yeah.
But no one wants to spend 30 million on Eddie Nketiah.
Weird.
Honestly, this transfer window has made so much confusion to me of the fact that Oliver Skipp is going to go to Leicester, has gone to Leicester for the same amount essentially as Smith Rowe to Fulham. Mm-hmm. Anyway, but Salah gets a goal and assist.
Yep.
It seems to be kind of a running theme of the weekend was top fantasy football type players getting a goal and assist.
Yeah.
Because that leads us to Arsenal, who did bring in a nice 2-0. And again, I watched the game. It was the team that played against Lyon in the Emirates Cup. Zinchenko at the back, Partey in the middle. It was Havertz up top. And there was an interview with Rio Ferdinand where he said he spoke to Declan Rice, and Declan Rice basically said, we do not want a number 9 because Kai is our number 9 and we are very happy with it.
I respect that.
When you look at his numbers, Sky Sports did a whole feature on him. It's unbelievable. And then there's footage of like, go look it up, but Vlahovic had one of the most one-on-ones you've ever seen and just hit it at the goalie, and you just think there's people out there like, oh, we can't have Kai Havertz. We need to go spend 70 million on Vlahovic.
It's like the new toy theory, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, a new toy is always fun.
And I don't think it was any better or worse than what Kai Havertz would have done, but I think Kai Havertz's overall play is unbelievable. So that was that. I think Saka was really good. He's not at his full strength yet.
No.
But him not at his full strength is a goal and assist. And this is kind of a ongoing theme with Saka is sometimes people go, oh yeah, I don't really rate him. And then you're like, well, what's he done in the last 3 games? And you're like 3 assists, 3 goals.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh.
He quietly gets on with it.
Just world class. And the goal he scored, obviously he makes the goal for Havertz. We go 1-0 up. We're in control. Second half, Gary Neville changes a couple of things. We look very leggy. You never see this, but Declan Rice went off with cramp late on.
Okay.
Which is very rare. He's been training, so it looks like it was just cramp. But Timber came on. He looked good. But we got really deep, and I started to go, this is Forest at home last year, the first day. They're going to nick something here.
Yeah.
And just on this random play, Partey does his really good quick free kick, knocks it to Havertz. Havertz knocks it to Saka, and he has his trademark cutting on his left foot.
Nice.
And he just smashes it, and he turns around, and he does a cocky, to the crowd, and it just ended the game. Like Wolves knew it then, the game was done. It was like 73, 4 minutes.
Yeah.
They knew it was done, Arsenal knew it was done, game over.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like last year where Forest kind of pushed, got a goal. Because you remember...
And it got edgy.
Remember Saka scored a screamer at the end, start of last season as well. We're 2-0 up, went to 2-1, and then it became the most edgy ending ever. It was the opposite. It was the growth we've had in that year is they never got back in the game after that. It was just the end of the game.
You've just learned how to shut teams out.
Yeah, and the only thing that really happened after that was obviously Kai Havertz got choked to death on the floor and his head rattled against the floor, which was not checked or dealt with, which is, honestly, it might be one of the maddest things I've ever seen on a football field that wasn't dealt with in any capacity.
I don't. The still image is startling.
Mm-hmm. And then the other one is someone actually brought it up was the other one is the guy basically gooses.
Yeah.
If you know what goose is.
Yeah.
He gooses Jesus to move him. That's assault.
Both were.
Yeah, but one's assault, but at least it's in the confines of like he's falling, he lands on him. it's aggressive. This one is just, if you did it on the street, you'd be arrested.
Yeah, weird.
And also, if you choke someone on the street, you should be arrested. But it's a bit closer to football than that one. That one is so weird.
Oh, you did look on Jesus' face. He was clearly confused.
Well, Jesus got booked for that. And this is the refereeing has started already in a bad way. There's a couple that I think Goldbridge was up in the arms about the handball potentially in the Chelsea game. I think he's wrong on that. I think it's not a penalty because they literally spent half an hour telling us the new handball rule.
Yeah. And
that's in it. So they got it right.
Yeah.
But the problem that Goldbridge has, which he said in his podcast, because originally he said it's a disgrace and it's a conspiracy against Chelsea because this referee with Man City, all that. He later changed it to kind of like, the problem is next week someone will give that as a penalty.
Yeah.
Then we're all going to be confused.
Inconsistency, yeah.
But as of right now, they've said that won't be a penalty. And then this weekend, it wasn't given as a penalty. And now stick with that the whole year?
Yeah.
Absolutely fine.
We're all fine with that.
As long as we know.
Yeah.
But don't do back and forth.
Confuse us.
So time will tell on that one. But the Havertz one, really confused. And the Jesus one, he pushed him. He got booked. There was, earlier on in the day, there was a game that I watched with our dad. And we were so miffed by it. You know when someone tries to take a quick free kick and a guy jumps in front of it? I think it was a Fulham player. Tried to do it. Tried to take a quick free kick, and I think it was Martinez jumped in the way, so he kicked at him.
Okay.
So I usually book Martinez, don't you, for trying to stop it. He booked the
player taking the free kick?
Yeah, for taking it too quick and hitting at him. And I was just like, there's things like that happen only in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And similar to this Havertz one and Jesus one. The guy gooses Jesus.
Yeah.
So Jesus pushes him, obviously. They book Jesus and they carry on the game. It's just, I don't know, it's very odd, but didn't have any kind of connection to the game. Interesting take from that is Kivior didn't make the squad.
Okay.
So maybe there's only about 9 days left of the transfer window. And today we're seeing Ramsdale to Wolves, potentially.
Okay.
We're seeing Eddie Nketiah to Nottingham Forest, potentially. He stinks of 30 million going there, doesn't he? Everyone's 30 million there. The other ones are Nelson, obviously, Kivior up for grabs. We're looking to bring in, I think it's Joan Garcia? I might have butchered this. Keeper as our second. Mm-hmm. So Tommy Setford, him, and then Ramsdale would go to Wolves.
Yep.
Eddie out. Moreno, the agent of Moreno and the Sociedad president were in London today.
Yeah.
But it looks like they rejected 35 million.
Wow.
Which at the start of all this, by the way, he was supposed to be bought for 27 million. We thought this is good business. They're now saying we want 40 to 45.
Okay, they're pushing it
40 to 45, go get Bruno Guimaraes for 60.
If you can.
Go trigger that release clause. Why not? So, the idea of this was just good business while we did other business. It's becoming the saga of the summer is just trying to get this left eight who's going to be on the bench most of this season. So, and like a lot of people say, we're going to sell Eddie, sell Ramsdale, bring in a keeper, and that's the end of the window. Yeah. And it's just like, all we said at the end of last year was, we're good. We just need a couple more players so the squad's bigger and better. Yeah. In the end, we're doing good business because you sell Smith Rowe, you buy Calafiori with it. You sell, by the way, in add-ons this year, from last year, loans and youth players that we sold last year with a sell-on clause like Amari Hutchison we made money on.
Long-term stuff.
We made around 35 million this summer already.
Wow.
In those.
Wow.
Plus Smith. So that basically paid for Raya.
Okay.
Ramsdale's one's going to pay for the new keeper. Calafiori was paid for by Smith Rowe.
Yep.
Eddie is going to pay for Moreno.
Nice.
The problem is if we can't get rid of Nelson or Kivior, I don't see us actually bringing anyone in. Which is mad that we can't spend any money. We're only spending the money we make. Because you think coming second in the Premier League, quarterfinals of the Champions League, all these things, having money put into the club, we're a very known one. The American tours, but we have to sell one player to get a player. I don't.
You expect to have a little pot.
You thought there'd be at least a little war chest or something. Maybe there is. Maybe there's some excitement to come. But the worry for me is obviously Chelsea. In a perfect world, I'd love Eze.
Yeah.
Gyökeres looks unbelievable already for Lisbon. I think he's got 6 goals or assists in 3 games. But I don't mind Havertz being our main guy. I just want a winger. I want a tricky something.
Yeah.
And I don't mind Moreno coming in. I just think you need to offload Kivior and Nelson.
Yeah.
And bring in a winger. Yeah. Whether that's Eze, whether it's Mudryk at a cut price, whether it's a Sane loan, whether it's Kingsley Coman. I think it has to be someone like that. Adingra from Brighton I really like.
Yeah.
And now they've got Minter and Matoma.
Yeah.
He's more available.
Yeah.
Someone like that I think is really interesting for us because Doku was unbelievable to see this week.
Yeah.
And even the new guy that went off, Savinho, is it? He looked really smart as well. Yeah. So we just need one of those. And I don't like the idea of going into the rest of the season going, yeah, Havertz is our 9. Jesus is the backup. All right, who's the backup to Saka? Jesus. Who's the backup to Rice? Havertz. All right, Saka and Rice get injured. Havertz goes to the midfield. Jesus goes up wide. Who plays up front?
We need more direct
Trossard.
quality.
Yeah, so there's Martinelli on the wide. But you now got to play every 3 days. I don't know what we're doing. You need more depth than what we've got. I do kind of like, there's something romantic about the idea of Mudryk on a cut price.
Oh, yeah.
But other than that, West Ham's new super team lost to Villa, where Villa had the worst defensive record as far as XG and shots allowed this weekend.
Wow.
Only more than Ipswich, who were against Liverpool.
Wow.
So that's a good time for us next week.
Yeah.
We might catch him at a good time because it's not a good place for us, but that happened. Other than that, obviously City kind of breezed past Chelsea, but that wasn't the proper conversation. I think City were very open, and I think it's probably because Rodri was missing. But Chelsea, with a better finish than Nicholas Jackson, they do damage there. Like I was talking to a Chelsea fan earlier, Alex, our friend. They got 46 players.
Yeah.
But 46 players are very good.
Oh, yeah.
They just need to figure out which, because João Felix coming in.
Yeah.
They've now got Cole Palmer, João Felix, Ndoku, Neto, Mudryk, Madueke, Chubameka. These are wingers. They've all got to get in the team. Sterling was left out. He left his agent put out a post about it saying we're being disrespected and all this right before kickoff.
Wow.
Which is crazy. Which I know Rio Ferdinand's backed up that. But I don't think he's being treated well. But I mean, for example, Conor Gallagher's not got his move to Madrid fully yet. He's not making posts.
Yeah.
Just let it go. And he's the one I worry that we might go get Sterling.
Yeah, I think I heard this on the radio earlier, and my first thought was that
That's
feels like something we would do.
I really hope it's not, because I think we need a bit more than that. He's 29.
Wow. Wow.
I know, it's mad. And Iki Gundogan is rejoining City, it looks like, from Barcelona on a free.
Okay.
But I think we wanted to have a little talk, but I think he's pretty content on going straight back to Man City.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then obviously Leicester with Vardy doing some of the best poop housing on Tottenham. And by the way, Tottenham looked very solid up until that point.
Yeah.
But there is something very funny about that all happening.
Welcome back, Leicester.
And as far as VAR goes, we had Eze's free kick, probably one of the best goals to ever score that was not a goal. The ref messed up, he apologised, and Eze said afterwards, he said sorry. Because basically he stopped it for something that was negative to Palace. Yes. Whereas if he once he went to kick it, just let it happen, then stop it and be like 1 second. But instead he wanted to get ahead of it, and it was something the other team were doing. Yeah. So now he can't give a penalty because it's not a penalty, but he can't give the goal. It was just bad officiating. And again, this weekend I think between handball law, that's fine. The Eze goal, that's a mistake. It's one of those that even if it was us, I don't think I could get mad at it because it's just an honest mistake. I think
human error, and he apologised.
The Havertz choking is a bit rough, and obviously the Southampton Newcastle game, which was just a fight for 90 minutes. And when you look at Shah's sending off there, he touches his eyebrow to his eyebrow, and at the same time over at the Emirates at N5, a guy was choking a guy on the floor, and that was by the way, that was a free kick to Wolves. That segment of play.
Inconsistency.
That's the thing that I think the fans get very frustrated with. But after a week, I think, other than Brighton being top because they scored the most against a very poor Everton team, and again, that if you watch the highlights, that game could have gone very differently if Everton had got the right decisions and situations early on. But I do think Brighton are decent. Adingra, Minter, Mitoma, João Pedro, Welbeck, it just looks good.
They're a solid team.
It's a good team. Evan Ferguson's not even a part of that, what I just said. He's a player that I wonder if we might go look at. But other than that, I think transfer-wise, you've got João Felix coming to Chelsea, Gundogan to City, Arsenal and Marino. Other than that, not much. God.
How much time we got left till the transfer window closes though?
It's about 9 days.
Okay.
But what we'll do now is we're going to jump into predictions. Like I said, this episode we're going to fly through.
Yep.
And if I get some time later on in the week, I might try and jump on and kind of preview things a bit more.
Yeah.
So we're going to kind of fly through the predictions. So if you're used to your usual Gunners or Us on a Wednesday, you're going to get it.
Yep.
It's just going to be in a quick form.
Ooh.
But I'm hoping to have a second podcast out this week if I can get on the mic Thursday.
A little bite-sized snack.
Yeah, something like that. But maybe something big will happen. Maybe Moreno will sign. I'll do look at Moreno
Oh yeah.
and how he makes us play.
Oh yeah.
Who knows? But we got a very busy Wednesday, so good. So if you're listening to this, just say out loud, "Good luck, brothers."
Yeah, give us some luck.
We'll need it. But the first game is the midday game.
Beautiful.
It's a very in form. It's Brighton at home to Man United, and Simon's gone draw. We're not going to bother with scores on this one. I think we'll just go with winners. I think, again, it's a running theme. I don't know if I just turned off the mic. Did I just turn it? No, I didn't. I always go against Man United here.
Yeah.
Because it just looks right. Like last week, I kind of thought that looked right.
Yeah.
But every time they prove me wrong.
I know.
So, but I just can't see Man United winning that. If they play as open as they did in that second half against, like I said, Adingra, Minter, Matoma, Pedro, it can't go well. And obviously that Barco defender that we all put in our fantasy team and didn't even get in the squad. I'm going to go Brighton. Like I said, Simon draw. What are you thinking?
You know what? Because you've done that, I'm going to go Man United.
I was going to go Man United because I think it'll just work against me.
Man, I'm going to make it interesting, I think. I'll go Man United because I think they can go either way. Draw is a fair shout and so is Brighton. That tells me it's more likely to be a draw because I think both are fair shouts. But I'm going to go Man United just to be kooky, you know?
Oh, I like that. Simon's gone Palace for Palace versus West Ham.
Wow.
And this is the West Ham super team.
Yep.
I think Palace are in for Chubamaker from Chelsea.
Okay.
I think that'd be a really smart signing.
Yeah.
If Eze goes, they could get him and like a Nelson.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be in as much trouble as we thought. At least Eze are unreal next to Mateta.
Yeah.
But to have Mateta, if they can hold on to Eze, but then bring in Chubamaker, you're replacing Elise with a world-class player.
Strong.
I say world-class, potentially world-class player. Palace at home to West Ham. I'm going to go draw.
That's fair.
Because West Ham super team.
By
the way, none of the signings started for the new manager, Lopetegui. So he was very loyal to Moyes' team for some reason.
Oh, wow.
And didn't play any of his signings.
Is he going to play them?
Before Greg came on, Souček should have scored a goal.
Yeah.
Right at the end. That would have made it 2-2. But West Ham, I thought, looked okay.
Yeah.
I thought Villa looked okay. It's very hard to tell. Palace lost their first game. Both these teams lost, so it's going to be tough. Palace is a very hard place to go. If I had to guess, it'd be 1-0 Palace.
I'm going to go Palace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Palace will get that one. I think it's going to be bad for West Ham to go both games on the bounce, loss early.
Got to sack the manager, I think.
It's getting close.
The next game is another 3 o'clock. It's Fulham at home to Leicester.
That'll be fun.
Simon is gone for Fulham. Again, Fulham lost their first game to Man United.
Yeah.
I'm going to go straight off the bat Fulham. I thought Leicester looked awful last night against Spurs until they scored, and then the crowd went up, and then there was a patch where they could have scored 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Then they panicked. There is no overly redeemable qualities to that team. When you look at, like in Ipswich, Sammy Smodics is a really good centre forward.
Yeah.
Then you've got people like Amari Hutchinson, Burns, and I forget a couple of others, and they're about to bring in potentially Brozier.
Yep.
They've got options. They've got Delap up front.
Yep.
You can name those players. Then you go over to Leicester and you go, it's Oliver Skip and Winks in the middle, and it's
an old man Vardy up top.
Vardy who's not fit but has to. Ndidi, he is a decent player, but I don't know. James Justin's obviously still on the fullback. I'm not overly convinced for Leicester. I thought they looked really bad. They just did a very Spursy thing to them. Yeah. So I'm going Fulham because I think they're a really good squad.
Yeah, I'm going to go Fulham as well. I do like Leicester as a team, but I think that is more just a Vardy effect.
That's fair. City at home to Ipswich. Simon's going to City. I'm going to go City.
Ooh.
I think Ipswich look really good, but I think there'll be too much for them, I would have thought.
They've had Liverpool and Man City, the first 2 games in the Premier League.
Well, when you look at Arsenal's next 4 fixtures, it's Brighton at home. It's where did that come from? It's Villa away, Brighton at home, Tottenham away, City away. That's our next 4.
That's early.
So, yeah, it's going to be tough. But no, I'm going to City because I can't see Ipswich.
I'm going to go City. I'd like to romanticise it and go Ipswich or a draw or something, but I think that's City all day.
Saints v Forest is a mid-off.
Okay.
I think both these teams are being relegated. Simon's gone draw. I'm going to agree with him. I don't know what that is. That's a game I don't want to see, to be fair.
I'm gonna go Forest.
Okay.
I think Forest might get a cheeky win.
Oh no, we started what we did last year every week. Talk about that counter attack.
Oh, I don't like that counter. They still do that?
Eddie.
They even still do that.
Tottenham at home to Everton.
Okay.
So Simon's gone draw. Tottenham are notoriously a little bit more out of control at home, I find. Like last year they were winning games very late against teams like Sheffield United.
Yeah.
They won 2-1 in the 99th minute. These things. These are the games that I think get them, and these are the couple of games that Everton like.
Yeah.
If they create the chances they create against Leicester, then I think Solanke will bag a couple.
Yeah.
But Everton are the type of team that will do something funny, so I'm going to go Everton.
Quick question. Is this on TV?
No. 3 o'clock.
Is it a 3 o'clocker? I was going to say, if that's under the lights on TV, I think Everton all day.
Show up, yeah.
But I'm going to go Tottenham.
Okay.
I think Tottenham are going to bounce back and have to get a victory there. They have to, really.
Okay. Next time is Villa at home to Arsenal. Simon's gone Arsenal. We always go Arsenal, so you're going Arsenal.
Yeah, I'm going Arsenal.
I know. I don't necessarily think we will. That's not a game I like. I hated this game.
Got to put those positive vibes out there.
And I hated this game last year when it was 5:30 on a Saturday, and afterwards, and Havertz scored, and they got rid of it because he handballed it. It turned out the other one handballed it first, but because he gave it, he couldn't give the goal. That frustration, because this was like a week after the Newcastle frustration of punching us and elbowing us and the ball going out of play and offside.
One of the games that cost us the league.
Those two games really stick in my craw.
Where?
So I'm not looking forward to be under the lights of Villa Park, which I reminded our father the other day that Ryan Giggs' shirt coming off was at Villa Park.
It was, yeah.
He had it in his head as the Millennium Stadium.
Oh, wow.
Which, by the way, he brought up. John Terry got knocked out against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup final.
Yes.
That was at Millennium Stadium.
It was.
I thought it was Wembley.
Yeah, no, Millennium Stadium.
Very good. Hopefully we'll do a bit more on that game on Thursday if I get the time.
Okay.
Again, we have a very busy week. Next week quite busy as well, and then it should calm down a bit.
Yeah.
Next one is Bournemouth and Newcastle. This is on Sunday.
Yep.
But I don't know which one's on TV between this and the next one. I think it's the next one.
Yeah.
But Simon's gone Bournemouth to beat Newcastle. I'm going to go Newcastle. I think Newcastle look good even with 10 men.
Yeah, I'm going to go Newcastle as well. Newcastle's strong. Bournemouth, you sometimes just don't know what you're going to get. I'm going to say Newcastle for that one.
They bought Evan Nilsson from Porto.
Oh, yeah.
That's why they didn't end up with Eddie. That's a very good centre forward to replace Solanke.
Oh, yeah.
Solanke got like 4 or 5 shots on target last night for Spurs.
Yeah.
And I mean, he should have buried a couple of them.
Yeah.
When you spend it, what I was thinking about it last night was their forward options for Richarlison or Solanke.
Yeah.
You look at it and you go, oh, okay. They spent 130 million on that.
That's a lot of money.
We spent 120 million on our pair of Jesus and Havertz.
Yeah.
I know what one I'd rather.
Yeah.
And then you look at their wings and you look at Kulevsky and Brennan Johnson.
Yeah.
Combined, is like Brennan Johnson was like 60 million.
Yeah.
50, 60 million.
Oh, yeah.
Which is mad. And then Kulevsky, I don't know what it was, but let's say it's 30 million. It's like 90 million.
Yeah.
And then you look at our side, Trossard and Martinelli. It's 29 million.
Martinelli might as well be homegrown at this point.
Do you know what our right side is? Free. And do you know what theirs is? Andre Gray and Werner and someone else probably.
Yeah.
That I don't remember right
Lots
now.
of money. Money spent.
It's a lot of money. They've spent a lot of money when you look at it. And they're very Spursy, but I have no clue where we're at. I think I just fell off. Wolves versus Chelsea. Simon's gone Wolves. I really like Wolves. But I do think people don't realise that Chelsea are actually decent.
Decent, yeah.
So I'm going to go draw.
Draw is
valid, isn't it? It's very valid. Isn't it? It's one of the 3 options.
I'm going to go draw as well. I think that is very much a draw. I'd like to see Wolves win it, though.
And I know this is the 4:30 game. It's Liverpool-Bournemouth. Liverpool-Brentford. And Simon's got Liverpool. I think this could be a spanking.
Yeah.
But Wissa and Burmo started where they left off. Assist and a goal each.
Yeah.
2-1 Palace win. No one had them winning except me last week on the prediction league.
True.
But people forget Brentford are just a very solid team, and Ivan Toney might be going to Saudi Arabia. Something went on behind the scenes there.
Bizarre.
Something's going on with that. I assume you're going Liverpool, Joe.
I'm going to go Liverpool.
But
I predicted a spanking against Ipswich. I'm not going to predict a spanking again.
I think Brentford will score.
Yeah.
I just think Liverpool will do that thing where it's downhill, sucking in, and they'll just keep scoring.
Like a workout.
It's so stressful. So that is all the games. Again, like I said, I'd love to get back on a little bit, but at least we've got the predictions in the bag, and you guys have got a podcast to listen to.
Yeah.
While we're having a stressful Wednesday. So
think of us, please.
Yeah, think of us. So that's been the Gunners R Us podcast. Listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, and TikTok connoisseurs. There will be no TikTok
I'm sorry.
today because we'll be in a car and we don't want to get shadow banned.
Yeah, they didn't like that last time we attempted that. It would have been
So
quite nice. We were on the way to the Emirates. We could have done a nice little live.
I might even get out at one point and do like a 5-minute live just to be like, when everyone joins every week. Because I don't want to let them down. And just be like, guys, we're on the way somewhere. We're about to get shadow banned. So no live this week. Or I could put a post up saying no live today.
Yeah.
But I'll do it on Thursday or something.
Yeah, true.
I could do something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just do that. That might be easier.
Yeah.
Okay.
It gives people something then.
Right. All right. Well, that's been the podcast. We've been whispering the whole time. It's like an audio book, I think.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and edit this and upload it now at 1 o'clock in the morning. And
You've literally... We literally just finished this podcast 4 minutes into your Wednesday.
Yeah. And you'll be waking up to this. And that's about it. But I think the football, after game week 1, we got Ange bent over. We got a guy being choked, a guy being goosed, Spurs being Spursy, Vardy telling the Spurs fans how many titles they've won. It's
back.
I mean, yeah, as far as a week 1 goes, we got Steve McLaren doing Jamaican interviews.
What?
It's good stuff. It's just good stuff. Do you know what it is? It's football heritage.
It's peak football performance.
All right. Or as Jermaine Jennings would say, coin.
Coin.
Anyway, we will see you soon. I don't know when. It'll be one next week, obviously, but I'm hoping to go on before. So,
yeah.
goodbye.
Bye, guys. Sleep well. Sweet dreams.